What's up, you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video let's take a look at Nvidia stock and let's identify, can this thing tomorrow go much lower? And if it goes lower, well, looks like it's gonna go lower, but we'll take a look at the price action and the structure as what are the key areas that it can touch down upon tomorrow, and if it wants to become bullish, what are those key levels it has to confirm first to go up again. So we'll talk about all of that in this video. I'll take you over also on the options data that we have on Nvidia, and let's see what the traders are betting upon and which direction, and let's talk about all this in this video. So guys, I want to also let you know none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, and I'm only sharing my opinion here. You are solely responsible for your own financial decisions and outcomes, okay? So we have today's range, $46 that Nvidia made. That's quite a lot, right? Its average range being like, what, $34? So that's quite massive. And it's just not Nvidia. The whole market is selling off today. But as I said, technically is, how we trade. And let's take a look at technically how Nvidia is looking like. So guys, you know what? I want to set some foundation, and then I want to go with the options data first, and then we'll come to the technicals because things would make... Okay, you know what? Let's do the options at the end. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think that would make more sense if I first give you the technicals here. So we are below 20 days moving average, and from last couple of days we found support at 50 days. Sorry, the 50 days moving average and the distribution box support, right? The $825 to $850. That's what I talked about. If bulls can find a way to rotate it up there, which Morgan Stanley did, it raised the price target. Then Raymond James came the next day, and they just all ran out finally now, right? So they're like, all right, we can't push it higher anymore. So, but anyways, as I said, we will trade technically. Now, on the daily interval, this was about to form a pivot. Is this still a pivot? Well, we'll have to take a look at hourly interval. Technically, it is still a pivot, but since we have lost this level of 863 today, right now in the post market, it's at 857. Since we have lost this pivot, it's very weak. It's not gonna hold. It's not gonna give this pivot any chance anymore. We need to pivot at least above 870 range somewhere. I'll show you an hourly interval. Nvidia between 20 and 50 days moving average is a choppy thing for me. It's gonna be really long short-term play, like a swing play, short below 823 for sure, also below 50 days moving average. That is below distribution phase, the price if it gets there, and then above 891, I would say, I have been saying it's gonna recapture its place back to the upside, but as you can see, it failed there again today. So let's go to the hourly interval. So you already saw that on daily interval, it rejected at the 20 days moving average, right? So this thing has a more room to come lower, at least what we haven't seen. So what I talked about the previous day was, or over the weekend or the Friday, as however you want to, when I say previous day, I mean the last trading session, the videos around that. So if we can recapture 891, it's a bullish play. Intraday, we got that play, but it's nothing more than that. That was it. We got to our next level, rejected, forming a double top at 906. My levels are already marked by my indicators. If you need access to my tools, links are in the description below of this video. So that's why these levels are so important. And then we talked about if we come back and if we start rejecting 891, that will become a short play until at least 877. But for the confirmed bearish, it will be below 877. We got that and we came to our next level of 862. Nvidia has lost those potential pivots, okay? Potential pivot would have been, so this was the pivots. This was forming with the double bottom here, right? This was forming a pivot here as well with this going up. However, it couldn't hold itself at $877 range. And the pivot is lost. And that's why it's not bullish in my opinion intraday. Nvidia, even if it goes tomorrow above 877, is still a short play. 877, Nvidia can still be shorted at this place right now if the price action confirms. And how that does, right? So if I take it the 5 minutes interval, we'll take an example of this $891 level, right? So you can see clean bloodbath today as well. And this is what happened in distribution phase. They'll try to push the market higher and then sell off in the regular market, the Wall Street, big players. You can see 891 is where it first rejected, broke out, rejected again, right? And that's how you have to see if the price action is rejecting or finding support at those levels, right? And then you can see it reacted where? At our next level, important significant levels, right? So that's why these levels are very important if you want to read the price action, because here the price action would give you the direction, right? They will react the most at these important key levels. So yeah, Nvidia is bearish, and tomorrow looks like it has a room to continue lower. Now the thing is that if we lose 850 tomorrow, there's a chance some rebound may come depending on how strong the market is. If I show you real quick QQ and SPY, these big ships are like turning. I'm just gonna give you the sense here. The picture I did talk about in other videos. I did a QQ and SPY video as well. Check out on my channel. But these big ships are SPY is turning, QQ is turning, guys. This is like nose diving now. So and Nvidia, if any rebound comes, eventually I think it will be shorted. As I said, $877 until then. Any rebound, even if it comes, that's not gonna make Nvidia bullish. Nvidia will only become bullish if tomorrow it can close above 877. Then we can talk about, okay, this thing may again go up, but or choppy. But right now it's not the case. Okay, it's that if the price closes above 877, then it may change the structure. That's why stop losses are very important. That's why we have to get entry at these important levels so that your stop loss is very minimal and you get the structure appropriately, right? So that if structure changes, you cut out your loss very small and you pick that direction then, right? So my opinion right now with Nvidia is that it's only intraday plays. Don't try to swing it because it's in that sandwich zone, right? So it's only intraday play, just trade level by level. That's all what I would say with the direction and the structure as I'm talking about. So, and if we'll start to lose 850, guys, then 833 is again a thing. And 833 might give it some price reaction here. If we lose 833 at this point, 825 might not save it. Yeah, it's just going to keep plummeting, and then eventually, let's see, not sure if this week, end of this week, will come to 746, but maybe next week if we start to break these $850 areas really strong now. So the one thing you want to watch is that 50 days moving average, right? So that's the thing. All right, guys, you got the levels for intraday and swing both. We haven't really confirmed that full bearishness on Nvidia, which is that 50 days on swing side, right? Which we want to see. We haven't even broken the distribution phase yet. Yes, we are looking weak. We are selling off in intraday and all of that. But for the bigger play to the downside, we need to break out of this distribution phase, right, to the downside. So as a bear, right? As a bull, you want to get about 20 days moving average, first place. And also $891 above, right? Which is very close to 20 days moving average right over there. Okay, so that's the technicals. Let's take a look at some of the options data because that's very interesting and exciting actually. So black line is the today's closing price, regular market closing hour, okay? Not the post-market data, not the post-market line here. This is the bright greens are the calls, today's calls, options data, like open interest as of right now, which means these are for the expirations of this week. And then red, we have the puts options data. Now you can see the density is quite high on the put side here, guys. Right? There's a lot of red density, and we don't have green density here on the calls side. A lot of puts are being played on Nvidia. We do have these outlying calls like 20,000 at $900, but this is just outlying calls, and so is at 950. Unfortunately, and 920. Unfortunately, these calls are going to go worthless right now, the way the price structure is. But you can see the density of puts down there. So definitely traders are trying to bet to the downside on Nvidia quite a lot. I showed you QQQ as well in my another video where traders are trying to bet to the downside quite a lot. So something to just keep in mind, okay? Yeah, let's see if this is the sentiment. Technicals are actually looking like they're gonna go lower, so these puts may make money. Yeah. All right, guys, that's all for this video. If you found it helpful and valuable, hit the like, subscribe. If you need access to my tools, links to my tools are in the description below this video. And with that, I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Take care. Bye.